Chaplain Steve, and here's the question for the day. Have you ever thought about God's mind? I have. And I think everybody, one way or another, has thought about God's mind. And I got some stuff here that is really pretty interesting about relating to God's mind. Just how comprehensive it really is, how magnificent it really is, how He thinks. And we have some real proof. And believe it or not, it's us. And I'm going to go through that through a minute. But what I do every morning, and I had mentioned this before, that I pray. And I do that. I do it every single morning. And it is my dedication to God, and I do that religiously every single day without fail. No matter what time it is, I pray. And that's really important to me. But the thing that really, and I had told you in another video, that God is embedded in every cell in your body. Well, it's true. And here's how it works, and how He is embedded in the DNA. And I'm going to show you some things here, but here's the one thing I want to tell you, and to me it was pretty astounding to get this kind of information, one of which is that in every cell in your body, I don't care what part of your body, every cell has over 50 billion lines of instruction. 50 billion lines of instruction. To give you an idea just how vast that is or what that is, and I'm going to show you a photograph, and I don't know if you can see it hopefully, but this is kind of like a book, and right there are the lines of instruction right there. But 50 billion of them. 50 billion lines of instruction. And every cell in your body has this. What does it look like? DNA. This information is DNA. And that's 50 billion lines of instruction. And the one thing that science has really found out is complex. It is beyond any kind of technology we have today so far. That's not to say sometime in maybe 100,000 years we'll get to that point. But right now, it is so complex, so comprehensive, and so detailed, like nothing we don't have anything close to that. 50 billion lines of instruction. And why am I bringing this up? And one of the reason is how special we really are. And you can really find God within us, in every cell in our body. And what they have found out, and I have to be. They decoded it. They decoded some of how DNA is actually, there's a code in there. And what they have found out, there's an actual code of God in there. There's a message from God. And that message from God is within, eternally. And God is there, in every cell in your body, that message is in there. And that's how God is embedded in every cell of your body. And that's how God, that's how He thinks. That's just 50 billion lines of instruction. That's kind of how He thinks. So, as I said, I just wanted to bring this out and kind of let you guys know how special we really are. And more in technical, little terms, I said that every cell in our body, I don't care whether it's a neuron, whether it's a cell in our skin, whatever it is, 50 billion lines of instruction. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of, I read that, and I was just, I was reading it and doing some research on it, and God, it is just impressive. That's how God thinks. And, when our time comes, and we stand in front of God, and, the funny thing about it is that, we stand in front of God, are we going to ask Him? He already knows the answers to just about, everything. So, it's, because He created us. He knows every one of us, really. And like I said before in one of my videos, He's your special buddy. He is your friend like no other. He is everything to it, and He's very proud of you as far as how He created you to be who you are. And the 50 billion lines of instruction really kind of tells who you are. It defines who you are and the DNA end of it. Anyway, I just want to go ahead and share this information with you. I thought it was very important, and as I said, there are times in the morning when I pray that I think about God's mind. And we really have evidence. Us. You're looking at it. Us. And every cell in our body has 50 billion lines of instruction in there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day this time. But again, I just wanted to share it with you. And as always, I hope your day is going well. And hope it's going well. And I really appreciate your time. And thanks again for your time. Appreciate it. Thank you.